Now, I know Republicans don't like Obamacare. I mean, they've been protesting about that for quite some time now. Since 2009, all we've ever heard is, I mean, I don't think I've heard a Republican say Obamacare without spitting in over, close to 5 years now, right? But all of a sudden, now that it's in effect and it's done the Medicaid expansion and some people are getting insurance at a significantly reduced rate, and actually they're getting insurance at all when they didn't used to, all of a sudden it's not quite as unpopular as people would imagine, not just with the populace overall, but in the Republican Party. That's awesome. That's, by the way, exactly why they tried so hard to prevent it from getting implemented in the first place, because once you implement it, then all of a sudden they can't roll it back because it's too popular. So let me explain. So there's an election that's going to happen in West Virginia. Obviously, the top Democrat there is not running away from the issue, although that's not necessarily obvious because the Republicans said, the Democrats are going to run from the hill. Oh, my God, they're going to run for the hill. They're not going to want to do anything with Obamacare. Well, the Democrat running in that race says, no, I'm in favor of Obamacare. I'm in favor of the Medicaid expansion. Yeah, let's have at it, Hoss. Okay. But all right, he's a Democrat. You might not be too surprised by that. Look, there's 268,000 uninsured residents in West Virginia, so it's understandable that you might want to appeal to them if you're running for Senate there. Well, it turns out that because of the Medicaid expansion, 116,000 West Virginians will be covered by the year 2022. Okay. Here's the surprising part. The person who is clearly leading in the Republican side of that race, Representative Shelley Moore Capito, who would like to be the new U.S. Senator from West Virginia, all of a sudden thinks covering people is a great idea. And that she might not be so opposed to that Medicaid expansion. Really interesting. So here's what she says. Coverage is great, and having more people covered is excellent. Is that right? Is that why your entire party fought this tooth and nail? And did you have an alternative? Oh, hell no, you didn't. You didn't have any. You weren't going to cover those people. All of a sudden, she's like, oh, covering more people? Why, that's excellent. I like the Medicaid expansion. Oh, you do you? You beat them with a stick, and they will do. Okay, all of a sudden, here they come. And they're catching feelings for Obamacare. Well, it's Obamacare. I mean, that's not so bad. I mean, she's kind of hot, right? So she goes on to explain, no. Hopefully, when I get to the Senate and we begin to make changes in the Affordable Care Act, that we will be able to find a way through tax credits and subsidies to keep folks in that insured area. So, of course, you can't say, I love it and I'm going to keep it. She's a Republican. She says, well, we're not going to defund it. We're not going to get rid of it. But maybe we made a little changes to the Affordable Care Act. Oh, all of a sudden it's the Affordable Care Act. What happened? I thought it was Obamacare. Now that it's popular, the Republicans don't want to call it Obamacare anymore. All of a sudden, here's a person running for election now, right? And she's like, what's Obamacare? What name so? Affordable Care Act. That's what it is. And I mean, we could tweak it. We could tweak it a little bit, right? But we're going to keep people covered. We're going to keep people covered. Yeah, where was your interest in covering people before? But she's not alone. Look, we found one person. There's an open Iowa U.S. Senate seat. And the Republican running there has touted her vote against the state's Medicaid expansion plan. So, okay, there's one honest Republican that continues to be consistent. But in Michigan, there's an open Senate seat. All of a sudden, the person running there has gone from defund and repeal to fix it. Yeah, oh, really? Fix. Yeah, all right. That's what I thought, big guy. And then here's my favorite. They did an analysis of 6 competitive gubernatorial races. 6 Republicans obviously running in those races. They looked at their website, not one reference to getting rid of Obamacare. What happened, Republicans? I thought you were going to run on this. I thought you had the Democrats on the run and you were going to pounce and you were going to crush them over this. Turns out when you did a little polling, you found out that people actually like being covered by health insurance. Oops. Who's running for the hills now? Bitches.
And once it's working really well, I guarantee you, they will not call it Obamacare. Here is a prediction for you. A few years from now, when people are using this to get coverage Everybody's feeling pretty good about all the choices and competition that they've got. There are going to be a whole bunch of folks who say, yeah, no, I always thought this provision was excellent. I voted for that thing. You watch. It will not be called Obamacare.